Hey y'all, welcome back to Pure South Pastures. It's pretty windy today. Been outside working on a few projects. What I really wanted to do today was put the drone in the air and give you a farm tour. And I did fly around a little bit, but the video was just bad. It's so windy. I think we're gusting like 30 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. So not a good day to fly the drone and get good footage. So I'll do that on another day, show you from an aerial view our farm and kind of how things work here. So I came over by the pigs, and here I have their water pig waterer, and it's got the nipple on it. Some people like those, some people don't. But I have an issue with the water leaking, and it'll hold water pretty good, but it leaks out pretty good too. So I'm going to try to fix that today and put it back in place for the pigs to drink from. I'm using, and I don't know if anybody has any experience with this stuff, but I'm using the old Flex paste. So if you have any experience with Flex paste, or I've actually got Flex tape too, I'm gonna put on the outside. I'm gonna try something, and it may be totally wrong too, but I'm gonna put a torch to it a little bit too, get it heated up, especially the tape, and that's gonna be on the outside. I'm putting the Flex paste on the inside, in a place where there's a little bit of a hole, and then around the nipple, it's the drinker. It's leaking a little bit too, and I'm going to put some paste around that. I'm going to heat it up, and hopefully that heat will allow that paste to get down in that area. So hang out with me for a minute. We're going to try to fix this thing up, and then I got to go out, take care of some animals too, so I'll bring you along for that as well. So thanks for being with me today. That thing was really loose. No wonder it's leaking. Trying to get enough up there on the barrel, make a seal around that. I feel like I'm just spreading it around. Put a little heat to it. All right, I got some inside as well. Give that a All right. So this says FlexSpace begins to cure once exposed to air. Moisture and humidity will skin in up to 15 to 30 minutes. Allow 24 to 48 hours for curing in between coats. So we've got the inside. We got a big patch on the inside. Put some around the nipple. Now I'm going to put some of the tape, Flex tape, on the outside of the hole that we patched on the inside. So I'm trying to double patch it, and then I'm going to heat it with the torch. Hopefully that'll kind of make it adhere even more. So let's do that real quick. Sticky. Major holes right there. Here we go. We got up close. Went around the nipple there. The Flex paste. And then on the inside, there's quite a bit of paste in there. And then patch that up pretty good like that. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll give you an update after I let it cure for couple days, and yeah, put it out with the pigs, and we'll see if we cured our leaks. Hopefully so. While I was coming out here, I thought I'd show you this. I'm not totally sure on exactly how I want the water to run, our new water pipes for new property. So we've run 3/4 inch poly pipe, polyethylene black tube. We've run it on top of the ground. We've been using it like that all year, but I needed to get across it. I needed to have a crossing place where I could go on this side of the field. Still got my glove on. And so this is what I made. It's very simple, very easy. It's just 3 boards. Screwed these 2 boards, or this board to these 2. This has got a gap underneath it where it gives that pipe room to lay underneath there. It just makes a little bridge, just a little crossing bridge, to cover the pipe, so I'm not crushing the pipe every time I go over. So I had the boards here, had the screws here. There's nothing expensive about it. Just put them together and laid it on top. So might be a solution for you if you have pipe on top of the ground. All right, so what we're going to do here is unhook our water. So the water currently, you can see the water tub right there. Water tub's on the other side of the creek there. The cows they've been all the way up through here, so I'm gonna move the water tub and the mineral feeder up there. They've been all the way over here. I back fenced right here so that they can't go back there anymore, so I've got to move the water over into this strip, and they'll just keep marching across and back to this area, and it goes all the way over there. So I don't know if you can tell anything about what I'm telling you, but long story short, got to move the water from over here to over here. So we're gonna do that real quick. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unhook this first. Look here. This is down in this bottom. There's fescue coming up in here. We haven't had much fescue here. Up at the home farm, we didn't have much fescue the last couple of years. We only moved here 3 years ago, or actually 3 winters ago. We moved here in October of 2020. Very little fescue when we started, but giving it rest, grazing in paddocks, moving them, taking them off, and letting it rest has really allowed new grass to express itself, different kinds of grass. So we're predominantly almost all warm season grass, so we really need some fescue, some things like that. So I'm really excited about that coming on. Hopefully it'll just continue to spread. As you can see here, it's coming up this hillside here. The sheep and the cows have already grazed it. It's got blunt tips on it. But, and these hillsides are really poor, very little fertility. So what we have done, it's kind of a balance between saving money on stockpile, saving money by not feeding hay, and allowing your cattle to graze the stockpile that's there. But I also don't want to miss how valuable it is to roll out hay, because you're putting nutrients back on the ground, you're putting carbon on the ground. So it's a balance. I've been contemplating, once I graze an area, graze the stockpile off, then come back with a roll of hay and just try to put down some carbon, some seed, let them trample that in. Kind of balances everything out, but still I'm not feeding the amount of hay that I would have when that was exclusively what I was doing for winter feed. So winter feed is the greatest expense in cattle. So if you can figure out how to save and everybody gets in a bind. There's going to be a time when things don't go as you plan. You have a drought. I know a lot of people we had drought, but a lot of people had it a lot worse than we did. And so if you weren't able to stockpile this year because of drought, I get that. There's a balance between saving on this by stockpiling grass and letting them feed on that, and then also putting out enough carbon that you're replenishing and you're building soil. At the end of the day, our goal is we gotta be able to save money in order to make the farm run, reduce inputs, but also our goal is to build the soil. All right, gonna get this hooked up. Go turn the water on. Hopefully this wind, man, it's windy. Hopefully this wind isn't blowing you guys away and tearing my microphone up. All right, I was coming back down to check the water, see how the water's doing. Like the hose is doing well. Had a kink there, but after got pressure on it, looks like it came out. No leak. Water's full. Good deal. Sun came out. How about that? There's green down in there. Hey, boy. Hey, buddy. Hey, dude. What's up? Look here. You can see about how thick this stuff is. Quite a bit here. Chewing on something. There's a pretty good looking cow patty. Hey, Mom. Beautiful skyline. I was talking about fescue earlier. And this is kind of if you can see it, this is right on our fence line of this new property. It's kind of a low right here, coming off this hill. Water drains down in here. But in this low, there's a lot of fescue. And again, giving it some rest. Cows will graze it this winter. In the spring, when we rest it, hopefully we'll get some seed heads. And I know that's not the best for grazing, but when you're trying to propagate more of a certain kind of grass, that's what you're going for. Here's a bunch right here. This shriveled up stuff right here is a water grass. We have it all over our farm. The cows won't touch it. In the spring and summer, it looks so good. It's got a broad leaf and bright green, but they don't like it. He's mad. Most people probably know this, but when you're running your portable fence, your poly wire, poly braid, and you have a creek or where a place where the elevation drops, you just want to put a post on the top side, put a post down in the middle, and a post on the other top side. That way you can pull your wire down tight, and when they come down, the wire's not high and they're going under it, which would happen if I hadn't put that post in the middle. Actually, that post in the middle shouldn't be straight in the ground. When I turn the camera off, I'll angle it. When you angle it, that pulls the pressure not straight up and down, so the post won't pull out of the ground. Here, I'll show you. Let me put my glove back on. So instead of being straight in, see how easy that came up? And look, then it would just dangle there. So instead of doing that, you take this post, put it in the ground at an angle, like that. Now it's pulling this post up like this instead of pulling straight up. And it's not as easy to pull that post out of the ground. Do it even more of an angle. All right, there we go. See there? That's just a little trick to make sure everything's good. This is that temporary wire that I keep up, separating this field from that field back there. All right, I'm gonna move the mineral feeder, and we'll be heading out. All right, so just hooking the chain. This chain that's on the mineral feeder, it's on sleds. You see the front of the sleds are pointed so it'll pull over anything that you come up on. Just gonna move it over where the cows are now. I'd moved them over there today and hadn't moved the mineral feeder with them. I'm gonna give Knox some food, and I'm gonna give the pigs some food for the evening. I got food for you, dude. Come on. Come on. All right. All right, look here. Ooh, food, Bubba. Oh my goodness. Hey, buddy. Hi, Bubba. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. Yeah. Oh, he's good. That's a good dog, y'all. That's a good dog right there. I know I've said it over and over, but I'm thankful for him. I actually saw him in action 3 days ago. I saw there's a dog that came from across the street. It was just somebody's dog, but it thought it was gonna come in the pasture with the sheep. Knox, man, I'm telling you, he raced that dog like a bullet, chased it all the way out of the pasture. Knox was so much faster than that other dog. It was unbelievable. See how lean he is. He is so quick. He was on that dog's heels, and the dog couldn't get away from him. It was running as fast as it could, and Knox was just nipping it right above its tail. He didn't latch into him and hurt him or anything, but he was getting him out of there, and that dog was, he's trying to go. Well, it's been a day. Had a lot of good things happening today. Got a lot done. I came back home for just a little while to take care of animals, and so I just took you along today in all that we were doing. So tomorrow's mine and Robin's anniversary, so we're going to celebrate that, and so I was trying to get everything taken care of here today, so I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. So I appreciate you joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps us a lot. It helps my channel a lot, and so anybody that you want to share the channel with, that helps me too. So let's help get the word out and build the channel and build the Pure South Pastures YouTube family. Hey, God bless you guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.